how you reminded everybody, they came in once to read an injunction and they raided. So when we saw that they were coming to read another one, we were kind of on our toes.
Yeah, no, I mean this is the way, right? And so I mean, for us, I mean, we've been shot at a couple of times now, and seen some of my brothers tasered, and I had to pull the taser darts out of one of my brothers' back myself there last time, and so it's at this point now that we need to make some hard decisions here about how we're gonna be moving forward right now.
Right. So, is there a plan on reopening the road at all and tolling it?
As of right now, we're doing some community meetings throughout our community. Like our community is pretty big, and so we've kind of picked 3 spots throughout 6 Nations, and so we're hosting those just about every other 3 times a week for the next. We got 3 in so far, and we got another one tomorrow and Thursday, and then again on Saturday.
So there's lots of progress happening now, hey? So
yeah, absolutely. And so we're hoping we can see some, see the province and the feds step to the table here and take their obligation as the Crown to take care of this developer for their lack of mobilization when there was a claim made to the land here.
Yeah, so is there a plan at all to move in and occupy, build our own homes for our own people there? Our own Oglahoma people?
So right now we've got one building that's done, and we're occupying now, and another one that the shell is up. We're just getting ready to do the roof. It's just the wind and the rain kind of give us a beating here the last couple of days, and so we had to put construction on hold and deal with some of our kind of less permanent structures, our tents and things like that we had up. And so we had some big kind of military style tents and stuff like that took a bit of a beating. So we're right now, as of tomorrow, we're just kind of assessing and rebuilding some of those kind of less permanent structures. But also we got some I don't know, you call them tiny homes or whatever.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like a 10 by 12 structure, and so we got several of those to move in by the end of the week here as well.
Oh, good. So there's lots of progress going in there. And if we didn't know what 2020 had in store, apparently it was wind, right?
Yeah, you ain't kidding there. No, they gave us a beating there the last couple of days.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Same with here. We had parts of houses fly away. It's been pretty wild. So did you have? I saw that you had a message earlier in your live feed. Is there a message you want to give to the other nations out there now?
Absolutely. You know what? Absolutely. We, like Indigenous people across Oglahoma people across the country, and not just this country, but all of North America. There's no voice that we can't amplify when we stick together. Like the government and the cops, the RCMP, and in our neck of the woods before the OPP did everything that they possibly could to divide us as communities. The Indian Act and all of the band council stuff created this massive divides in all of our communities. And so now we're finding a way to make that call out, and hearing those calls being answered across the country. It's like, this is the thing, is they thought they could take advantage of us by running all of their highways and railways and power lines and hydroelectric dams and all the rest, all through our territories. And so now that taking advantage of that divisions that the government has caused, that the OPP and the RCMP and all of the police agencies across the country have tried to maintain those divisions. And so you know what? And when we say no more to that, man, there is nothing. I mean nothing that we can't do as community when our community is across all of Turtle Island.
And that's what it echoes all across Turtle Island is land back.
Absolutely.
We're all getting into this same frame of mind now, where enough is enough.
Everybody understands that doesn't matter what family or faction or group or whatever. Everybody understands that this is our land. Everybody. There's not one group, not one entity in any reserve that doesn't understand that we got the short end of the stick when it comes to land. The only communities across the country that continuously get smaller is every other city or big city or small town got bigger and bigger and bigger. The only communities that got smaller were reserves.
Absolutely.
And so you know what? That's enough. And so when our communities stay no and we stand together with all of those other communities, you're damn right. Our nations can't, our war cries will not go unheard.
Absolutely. When there's not many people that truly understand. There's you, there's me, and there's like people that have actually experienced it. But when you wake up in the morning and you go out there and you see those invading forces sitting on proclamation lands, how does that make you feel each day?
You know what? That's what gives me the spur of energy to keep on going after 121 days, is knowing that, you know what, I have an obligation, a great law to my community, to my nation, to know that they're gonna all be safe tonight. Because there's me, because there's all these other young men and young women that are here to lift up those voices that, you know, that came before us. There's not 1 inch, not 1 mile of any reserve that wasn't paid for in blood. That's our right. Communities, our nations fought hard for the bits of land that we have left.
Absolutely.
And who are we to spit on the graves of our ancestors by not standing up for the lands that we have left?
Truth. That's 100% truth. So there's all kinds of ways. We just had that huge windstorm. Can you tell us some ways that they could support you at Land Back?
You know what? That's really a thing of capacity, right? Like, and who am I to tell anybody what their capacity is? You know, for some people, you know what? That's donating $20 to the legal fund or the camp fund. For other people, it's, you know, it's coming down, spending the day, the weekend, the week, or even the month. You know, there's one guy got here on day 6 and he hasn't left yet.
Yeah.
Like this is just the way. And so for some people, like some of the elders in our community, they make food, and there's some non-native folks from Caledonia that continue to bring out food, you know, 3 times a week. And they say, you know, Tuesday and Thursday we're gonna make lunch for you guys and bring it out. You know, on the weekend we're gonna bring supper out on Sunday night. And so like it's whatever your capacity is, but for right now, we require boots on the ground. And
always.
we need people here. We need people that are willing to brave the cold, to be able to do whatever it is that you can to make, you know, everybody here staying safe. And so, like, folks that are waiting for the call out to come out and support, absolutely, that time is now.
All right, perfect. So the call out, you heard it. Yeah, with Skyler, is there anything else you'd like to add or let us know?
No, brother, you guys got it all, man. I just want to say how much I appreciate you guys and all the work you guys are doing. You know, so much love for everybody in Tanzania.
Oh, and Yamagoa. And you know what? Strength to you. And we lay down tobacco for you, burn it for you, of course.
Yeah.
Safety always. Brothers and sisters, solidarity. We're always thinking of you, and we're always making sure that people are aware of what's happening. 100%.
Right on, man. Right on. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Skyler. You've been listening to Real People's Radio 87.9 with Skyler Williams. That was our update from 1492 Landback Lane. We'll have a little bit more later. Stay tuned. 9:30, Bud Talk coming up.